Beautiful. Welcome to Blue Dream Love and Wellness. I am Cynthia, and I am here in honor to help you all tonight with your heart center. We're going to work on the heart wall. We're going to work on the heart chakra, and we're also going to work on the heart meridian. But each step, we're going to make sure that it's safe for you to continue. Has everybody heard or had their heart wall worked on? Give me a thumbs up, a yes, join right in.
I've heard of it, but I've not had it worked on.
Okay, well, what a heart wall actually is, it is made up of one or more trapped emotion that actually gets trapped within our subconscious, and it surrounds the heart from pain or distress. And we all know that through our lifetimes, we've had pain, we have had distress. Now, this goes back to inherited, absorbed from somebody, shared with one another, shared with another person. It also goes back to prenatal and preconception. So we can clear all these, but also remember that within this, it comes by layers. So if you cut an onion open, you can see the layers inside, correct?
Correct.
So when we peel us back, that is allowing those layers to come up. Now, emotions and imbalances can be as little as a plum and as big as a watermelon. And when I connect to your energies, you will feel, if you're control and know how to feel your emotions and your energies, you will feel that come to the surface. Now, your hands are magnet energy. So we can rub it and we can flick it off and we can do certain things with their hands. Because I'm an advanced practitioner, I don't do the swipes like everybody is taught when they're first taught. So if you're just learning, you would go from your governing meridian, which is right here, and it goes up and over the top of your head. If it's a normal trapped emotion, you would swipe it 3 times. If it's an inherited one, you would swipe 10 or more, but you would feel the energy shift within you. When you get more control of your energies, you will be able to see more. So when you have a heart wall, there's so many things that could be generating in your body. You can feel disconnected from life. You can feel sad. You can feel anxious. You can feel unmotivated in life, and it just goes on and on and on. It doesn't stop. You can actually physically have pain in your neck and in your shoulders, and it doesn't want to let go. Okay, so it's just a layer of emotional energy. So what we do when we work on the heart wall, we allow this to come off one at a time and make sure it's safe for you every single time. Because if we're not absolutely sure that it's safe, you could have a healing crisis, and that's something that we don't want. So if everybody agrees and everybody's good with it, give me a thumbs up, shout yes, let's let it go, and let's go in. So I want everybody's beautiful, awesome, everybody's energy to just come together. I want you to just find that harmony and peace. Shut your eyes if you have to. Just take a deep breath in and blow it out. Just allow that energy. I'm going to connect to everybody. And when I do that, I actually ask the divine to come in. Beautiful. There's some anxiousness. And is it safe for us to go forth? Yes. So everybody, if you take another deep breath and let it out. Okay, so may we release safely the first emotion that comes up in this heart wall. Yes. Okay, so I have mine over here, the trapped emotions. There's 60 trapped emotions that we actually work with, but there's so many more. And trapped emotions or emotional reverberations land within organs and glands and systems, but they can land everywhere else in our body too, and they can create big walls. So the first one that comes up is fear. Is it hooked? Corded? It's got a generator. Now you'll hear me say that if it's got a hook, a cord, a generator, it means that if it's got a generator, there's another emotion that is making it vibrate even harder. If it's got a hook, it's hooked into an organ or a gland. So this is actually a generator of terror. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release this. If you want to release it from you, I'm going to release it from everybody's energy. But if you would like to, you can take your hands, shake it off, and just allow your energy to flow and just release it yourself. So we're going to break the generator of fear and we're going to pull that out. Now, this emotion is actually within your kidneys and bladder. So we're going to pull that out of there. And I want everybody to take a deep breath and allow it to release from your body. Okay, that was safely removed. The next one is unsupported. And we don't feel supported in life. And there is a hook to anxiety. So we're going to break that hook of anxiety and we're going to pull that out. Now that actually lands, that anxiety lands in your stomach. And everybody knows when they get upset, what happens, but your stomach goes, right? First thing. So one of the things that we can do, has everybody heard of the vagus nerve? Okay, it is the largest nerve that goes from your brain to your gut and then fans out. So one thing we can learn to balance that vagus nerve is to rub our hands together. If everybody wants to do this, you can feel this energy. Behind our ears is hollow, right? So we can put our middle fingers, which bring out more energy within, and you just touch back here in the hollows of your ears. And your hands are across your vagus nerve here and here. You can do it this way or you can do it this way, whichever is more comfortable. I like doing it this way because what do we do when we're thinking we're doing this, right? So just let that energy flow. Now, if you can take 3 deep breaths. Now, when you let go of your air, just let the sound come out. Some people like to do audible. Some people just like to breathe it out. But when you do certain breaths, it allows it to release from another part within your brain. So each sound and each breath you take, if you let it out through teeth or a heavy part of your brain, it releases from your cerebellum, it releases from your cerebrum. So we need to release those energies. So can everybody feel that? Did you feel the drop? It drops your central nervous system, your somatic, because it's all connected. And you can do it several times a day. Okay, is there another trapped emotion in here? Yes. And again, it's overwhelm. And we just need to release it. So we can just release that. If everybody wants to just release that, you can, but I am releasing it from all of you. And it's not safe. Somebody has actually a spirit to physical tear. So what this means is that our spirit and our physical body are one part, right? When we have trauma, trapped emotions, distress, that physical and spirit actually tear. So we need to ask, is there any imbalances within there? So what I'm going to do is I am going to apply the physical back into the spirit. If everybody can take a breath and allow that to go. And please take a drink of water, he's telling me. So if everybody take a drink, please. Not always, you know, when we're in front of the computer, it also pulls our fluid from us. So it's very important to be hydrated. Okay, will that allow us to go back in and pull more? Yes. So the next trapped emotion that's within this heart wall is called love unreceived. Now, is there anything more? Does it have a hook, a cord, a generator? It does. And it's grief. Do we need to know any more about this? No. So we can release this. Everybody can just take a deep breath, please, and let that go. Beautiful. Is everybody feeling okay? Let me know that you're all right. Okay, beautiful. The next one is peeved. So very angry. Mm. And it goes into indecisiveness. So you can't make up your mind which way you want to go. So let's see what else. It's actually an inability to choose. So is this moving forward? Yes. Is there a reason that we cannot move forward? Stubbornness. So we're going to pull that stubbornness out of there. And we're going to pull that grief out of there. So everybody, again, take a breath. And just let your body flow and let that energy. Is everybody okay? Okay. And it says it's not safe for us to remove any more from the heart wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and balance the energies. And what I'm doing here is just a figure 8. When you do certain energy routines, we can do figure 8s within our body system to change the energy. So you can go anywhere. If I work with you, you will learn that through Eden Energy Medicine, we do certain techniques to allow your energy to flow properly. Does anybody have any questions? You're good to go? Everybody okay? Oh, I love you guys. Okay, you're beautiful. The next part we're going to work on is your heart meridian. Now, has everybody heard of meridians? Okay, beautiful. In Chinese medicine, this life force is where the blood and other bodily fluids flow through pathways, correct? And these pathways need to stay open. And this is how acupuncturists go in and apply their needles. But we, through touch and through acupressure, can actually go in and touch certain channels within that energy. And it allows the ripple effect across our body to create wellness within. And that's what we want, is create wellness. Now, all of the meridians that we have, there's 42 that we work with, they all are tied to what is called the 6 pernicious influences. And this is like external and internal. So it would be like wind, dampness, rain, cold, heat, and fire. So the heart meridian is actually fire. So it, like I said, it can be internal and external. The heart meridian is actually yin energy. Has anybody ever heard of yin and yang? I'm sure. Okay. So yin actually comes up from Mother Earth and goes out. Yang comes down from the divine and flows through. And that's how we keep those meridians flowing correctly. Now, when your heart meridian is not in alignment, you can have heart palpitations, you can feel dizzy, you can have sweats, you can be tired, short of breath, circulatory issues. The list just goes on and on and on. Now, 2 neurovascular points that you can utilize. Again, you want to rub your energy and you want to throw that energy off. And you want to come up here to the center, right up here. Your third eye's here, comes straight up. And then right at your sternum, you can use your middle fingers. Breathe in. Now, some people, you can push as hard as you want. Sometimes you can feel pain within there. That means that really needs that. So you want to push in, you just want to breathe with it. And you can also do figure 8s over it and bring that energy in. Is that painful for anybody? No. No? Oh, that's awesome. I guess I'm the only one that's got pain in there. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is go in and release what everybody's energy is speaking to allow the heart meridian to be happy. And it's a despair anchor. I am afraid. And we can be afraid of anything. So a despair anchor, we have energies that fly through our bodies all the time, right? At times, we repeat things to ourselves and it captures in our subconscious in a different way. So this one is locked within the subconscious. So it says, I'm afraid. Do we need to, is there any underlying factors? Do we need to know on age? It does have a hook of panic. So let us remove the panic, and we're going to break that generator, and we're going to remove I am afraid. Everybody take a breath. The reason we do the breath is because that also allows the energy to flow a little bit easier. We don't want any of that caught within us. And there's still another imbalance. It's going to circuits and system, and it's going to go to the circulatory system. And it's going to go to our upper veins. So it's the radial artery, right and left, that are not happy. And there's a pathogen within there. Okay. I wasn't going to talk about this till we got to the heart chakra, but we might as well go. It's giving it to us. Has everybody heard of Candida albicans? No. Okay. You've all heard of your microbiome, correct? And that's within our gut, and it stays healthy. That's what keeps us healthy. When our gut microbiome's not happy, our health is not happy. So what's coming up that says it's in that vein and that artery is Candida albicans. And this is an overgrowth of a fungus that once it spreads to the body, it can cause so much melee. It's crazy. And it takes a bit to get it under control. You have to watch your foods. You have to take Candida kills. You have to use borax. There's so much stuff that you have to do in order to kill this stuff, because it passes off so quickly to one another. You just keep sharing it because you are washing your clothes together, correct? So that allows that to come in there, unfortunately. So let me see if we can actually, okay, it is from that. It is from a food toxin. And food toxins, we know things are not as nutritious and healthy as they used to be. There's no way. So this is from enriched flours, processed foods, food colorings, and GMO. That's how much is within there. Now, there's also sweeteners within there. So we're just going to go in and release that. If everybody, because my stuff got blown up, if y'all just want to send me an email afterward, I will connect the Candida albicans worksheet for you can go through it and see yourself what you need to utilize. Okay, everybody take a deep breath, please, and allow that to escape. And he's telling me we all need water after that. Everybody, you please take a drink. Take a breath. And again, let your energy flow. And it's going to go back to a toxin. It's going to go to a heavy metal within here. Now, mercury, we know, can come from our dental algamines, correct? They also can come from consumption of other seafood. There's so many things that mercury is in, especially in injections. So is there an underlying? Yes. And this is actually physical. And it's coming from opioids. So we're just going to remove that energy. Everybody take a breath, please, and breathe this through your teeth. You want that out of your cerebellum. It's going to go back to the circulatory system, and it's going to go to your heart. So what it's telling me is that vulnerability is being shown because we are working on you. So it's showing me your vulnerable side. So we're just going to allow that to go with peace and harmony. Okay. And just let it flow through you. Okay. It's not going to give me any more. It says it's not safe to work on that anymore, but I can show you a couple tips. When we, has everybody ever ran your meridians before? Do you know what I mean by running your meridians? Jeff, you may, Rob, do you? Okay. When we work, and this is something else I can teach to you, you can run your meridians, all of them, several times a day, and it will allow your body to normalize, to create homeostasis, to create more stuff that is caught within that system to leave. So when you run your heart meridian, as we know, our heart is here. So tonight, I want you to run it backwards, and then we're going to bring the energy in. Now, not always do you have to run it backwards. I want you to muscle test. Does everybody know how to muscle test? Okay, beautifully, beautifully. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to release that energy. So everybody rub your hands together, shake that energy off, and you can do this several times a day. And I want you to start here at your heart. You can use fingers, you can use your palm, and you go here and you go off underneath the underside of your arm, off your pinky finger, because this is what connects to your heart meridian. Okay, now we're going to bring the energy back in. So we remove it with one swipe, and then we bring it in with 3. So you want to go from your pinky finger and bring it underneath your arm and all the way up to your heart and rub that puppy in. And then you want to do it again. Make sure you're breathing. Do not hold your breath and allow that energy just to flow. Now, some people, when they do that, they can really feel that energy. It can make them feel almost sweat instantly. Do you feel anybody feel any vibrational energy shift?
I feel a little vibration.
Cold. Yeah. I just got cold.
Isn't it amazing? Just by doing something that simple can cause energy to shift in that large. And just think, if you run every single meridian every single day, when you start, you just run it once a day, and then you move up, you muscle test which is best for the homeostasis in my body, and you can run it several times a day. Now, one thing I am going to teach you is about the thymus thump, and we'll get to that, but that's something else that you can do daily. Does everybody do meditation? No. Meditation is one way that is a blessing for your body to stay focused. A lot of people really do have trouble getting into that state. So you can do so. You can just meditate for 60 seconds. And what I want you to do is just to concentrate on breathing your belly out. When you take your breath, belly out, and just concentrate on that for 60 seconds. And I know thoughts are going to come in and they're going to go. Don't hang on to those thoughts. And then once you get it so you can focus a little bit easier, I want you to go to your happy place, shut your eyes, and bring that happy place behind your eyes. The more we focus, the more we go to that happy place, the more homeostasis we create for ourselves. Does that make sense? Okay. Another thing we can do, and you'll hear me say this all the time, food needs to be clean and simple so your body can break it down. If that means you've got to eat a few more little tiny meals during the day to give your body that extra pump, please do so. Do your vegetables raw, do them steamed. Don't open up a can and dump it out, please. Your environments to keeping your heart chakra and your heart meridian and your heart walls aligned. When you reach out to the community and have relationships with other people, does that not make your heart soar? Does that not bring you peace and harmony? That's what you need to do, is reach out, because that's what we're here for, is to reach to one another and grab peace. That's what we're here for. That's what I love to do, is to help each and every one. So one of the big things with the heart is sugar. Please watch what you're eating, watch your sugars. And because the heart meridian has a fire element to it, when we eat spicy foods and your heart meridian's not 100% on, you are going to sweat at night. So just be aware of that until we get you locked on. Okay, everybody take a deep breath, and we're going to work with the heart chakra. We want the whole heart center peaceful and happy. Bring that in. We're going to connect. Beautiful. When we work on our heart chakra, that means we're connecting and honoring the grief we have inside of us. And everybody has experienced grief, yes? Yes. Okay. Now, does everybody know about the chakras? Okay, we work with 7 main ones, even though there's many, many minor ones. Our hands, you know, our ear chakras are right up here. There's so many beautiful chakras that we can work with and balance and create homeostasis. So it is linked when we're working with our heart chakra, not only to our heart circulation, but it's linked to our endocrine system, our immune system, and our thymus gland. And our thymus gland is so important. So right here, at the center, you know how Tarzan and the apes do this? And you see people doing tapping, right? Has everybody ever seen tapping? When we tap, it's like our heart beating inside. It's sending ripples throughout. So this is your thymus gland. It produces T cells. T cells are amazing for the immune system. So if you tap this several times a day, it helps create those, you know, the old Pac-Man where the macrophages used to go eat everything. Well, that's what this does. It creates that within your body. Our body works so beautifully. So when the heart chakra is not happy per se, you lose the ability to have compassion, unconditional love, kindness, not only for other people, but for yourself. So you will hear me talk about self-care because it's so important that we honor ourselves. So much of the time we get so busy in our lifestyle that we're not connected. We're not taking care of us. We are so important. You are so worthy. Don't ever think that you are not. Okay? Now, let's go in and see what we can remove. So we want to ask if there's any heart related. Yes. So we're going to go back to the systems. We're going to go back to the circulatory. And it's going to go to our thoracic circulation. So we know the heart sits up here. And you'll see me doing this. I muscle test in several different ways. So it's going to the intercostal arteries. And there's actually an energy in there. Ay, ay, ay. Let me just connect. Okay, yes. How many? Now, has everybody heard of offensive energies? Okay. Offensive energies come to us from, have you ever, see if I say this properly, have you ever dealt with anybody that is just so negative and their negative emotions spew onto you? And at times when we're thinking negative, what do you think that negative charge does? It goes to the person you're thinking negatively about, and it will curse them. And if you're thinking of a weapon, like, excuse what I'm going to say here, but you're a pain in the ass, you're going to get knife points in your butt cheeks and it's going to hurt. So this is a curse. Isn't it crazy? It is crazy. You wouldn't believe the things I have found on people. But this is actually a curse. It's from a female. And I'm just, there's none hidden. We do have a genie in the room. She pops in and out. Now that we've called her, she will come up and we can release, but I want to find out why. They are actually interfering in someone's success to move forward. Because of low self-esteem. So we're going to ask the divine to come in and remove this energy. We're going to ask for all cords to this life, past life, parallel lives, and any future lives be removed. And we're going to ask for Saint Uriel to come in and transform, transmute it. Everybody take a breath and very heavily blow it out. Ooh, I felt that. I don't know if anybody else did. Anybody feel that leave? And there is a saboteur. There is a weapon presence. That's nice. There are 20 ropes around our necks. This is from a male to a female. They are peeved. And they have also negatively corded from root chakra to root chakra. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut and disseminate that cord. We will not allow that cord to be present anymore. Take a breath, blow that cord out of there. Just let it fly. Is everybody okay? Okay, we are going to go in and we are going to remove all the ropes. Now, if everybody wants to go clear your throat, take your hands, shake the energy off, place them back underneath here. We want to hook up that vagus nerve again and put that energy back into positively ground, because this is our throat, our pharynx, our larynx, our thyroid, parathyroid. Okay, shake that energy off. Okay, that is balanced. Okay. Does somebody is having lung issues? It's actually a pathogen. And it's going right back to Candida, right back to Candida. So we're just going to remove that again. So we need to work on the Candida and pull all that stuff out of there. Everybody take a breath and take a drink again. And allow that to come through. Any hook, cord, generator, trindle. Okay, there's also an issue with an upper back. Skeleton's fine, but the muscles are not within our back. So it's superficial muscles, and it's a serratus inferior. So that's inside. Toxin, and it's an excess stress hormone. Everybody's heard of cortisol, adrenaline, and noradrenaline, correct? These are excess stress hormones. When we get in fight, flight, or freeze because our vagus nerve, for one, is flying, we automatically bring up this energy. So we're just going to release this, and then I'm going to check. Please take a breath. Very slowly release. And adrenal glands are not happen. Okay, let's see why. We're going to go right to the endocrine system. Excuse me. So we want to make sure all the hormones that are within the adrenal glands are happy. Okay, the DHEA is not. So, and that's pride. So we're going to relieve that pride. Now, one thing we can do, this is another Eden energy thing, is we can rub our hands. And I know this stuff sounds really silly, but the things that it does is amazing once you get used to running your energy. So rub your hands for me. And from right here at your crown, you know, right here is where your crown chakra is. So when we work with hormones, not only can we balance them, but we can put your hand, the heel of your hand here on your forehead, lace it up over your crown, bring the back hand on the back of your head, and then hold it across like this. And this will allow, and I know this looks really funky and it's probably really uncomfortable, but it allows the hormones to actually balance with your energy. So you can breathe that in. And I do everything in threes. Beautiful. Now, another technique that you can use for your hormones are to rub your wrists right here. These, remember that our hands, everybody's heard of reflexology, correct? Okay, so our upper hand is our upper body. Our lower hand is our lower body. The same thing on our ears. If we take our ears and revert them, it looks like a fetus within our ears. So remember, we can also get in and pull and tug on our ears and balance the same thing. And sometimes when you do it, you can feel those energies just flow. It's beautiful. Pull on them, pull that energy out of there and let your body balance. I mean, some of it's going to be painful. How does that feel? Everybody okay? Nobody's having an issue? Everybody's cool. Now we will be yawning. You will yawn when you let this stuff go. All these energies will flow through. Some people cry, some people get really anxious, but it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so that is balanced. Okay, so when I work with you, and the ones that have, know that I put in positive affirmations. Where would we be in life without positive affirmations? So you can put them in a few ways. You can stand in front of the mirror and you can talk to yourself. You can journal the heck out of them and just put down everything you feel, just scribe all over. Or you can tap around your right ear again because of these beautiful meridian points. And you can also tap right here in your third eye. Remember, anytime you feel joy, peace, harmony, and it brings back something wonderful, tap that joy in. It is beautiful. It changes the energy within that subconscious brain, which is really cool. So what I want you to do is tap in, I love myself unconditionally, because so many times we put parameters on ourselves and don't allow ourselves to do that. Am I right? Does everybody judge themselves pretty harshly in life? Yes. Okay. Another one we can tap in. My heart is a sacred vessel of love, because that's what our heart is a sacred vessel of love. Now, at times when you do this tapping, and you can do it several times, you can add in your own energies, anything you want, you can feel the change. Now, I don't know if y'all work with crystals or not. I do. You'll find I'm a big crystal fan. Malachite and garnet are beautiful and a blessing for the heart chakra and the heart meridian. So they bring the energies forth. Now, when you work with stones, you want to sit them out in a full moon to charge them, and then you dedicate them in your right hand. You carry them in your left pocket. That way you receive the energy. If you carry them on the right, that energy goes out. Now, you can also use essential oils. Has everybody experienced essential oils? No. Okay. You can use cedarwood, pine, eucalyptus, or even ylang-ylang, because ylang-ylang works so well with our adrenal glands. What you do is you test how many drops go in. You would put it in a little brown or a little blue bottle, and you would put your drops in first and then add your carrier oil. But you need to muscle test what type of carrier oil you want to use, because not all oils are for everybody. You're so unique and beautiful. You need to have your own. So you can muscle test for how many drops is needed. You can rub it on your heart chakra. You can rub it on your crown chakra. You can rub it on your wrist. And a lot of times I have people put oils around your belly button because it ripples and causes that effect to go across. Okay. One other thing we can do for our heart chakra is to feed it the appropriate foods. Now, of course, the heart chakra is green and pink. So the foods you can use are broccoli, kale, green apples, avocados, all the green vegetables and fruit can help you enhance your heart chakra. So let us ask, does everybody here with us tonight feel loved? No. Okay, on a scale. Okay, let's find out why not. It's going to go back to a pernicious influence. It's going to go to dampness, and it's going to go to internal dampness. And it's going to go to the fascia within the heart. Now, the fascia, has everybody heard of fascia? Okay, fascia is the lining within all the microbiomes and all, it wraps around all your organs, all your glands, your tissues, your bones, everything. And it's a thin protective layer. So this has been tore within our heart. And it's a no will energy. We can have will to do energies, and we can have no will to do energies. And these get stuck in our subconscious. So it's no will to receive abundance. When we have that locked into us, it doesn't allow that peace and harmony to flow. So let's release that. Just a minute. Terror, walls of terror wrapped around the heart because they're afraid to feel love. So we're going to remove these walls 365/7 permanently. And what 365/7 permanently means, it's 365 days a year, 7 days a week. So we'll remove it permanently. And it just won't be from you. It will be from your offspring also. And it goes back. Okay, everybody take a breath, please. Let's just happy this. Trouble finding love around the world towards you. This is another energy. No will to be seen in life. That means you're completely cut off. And the emotional resonance with that, and that means it's reverberating, it's shaken, is terror. So we're just going to release that. If you can release that over your heads, it's stuck, it's vibrating very hard. I don't know if y'all can feel that. Can you feel the vibrational energy of the terror?
No.
It's making me shake. I'm literally shaking. So let's get it off. Take a deep breath, please. And allow that energy to flow. There we go. Is everybody okay? Okay, everybody's all right? Yes. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna ask is if your body feels safe to express the love that you have in your heart. And I can already hear it. It's yelling no at me. And it's a toxin. EMF toxicity. We're here on this. We're on our phones all the time. We're on our iPads all the time. And what comes off at us? EMF toxicity. That gets in there, messes with our DNA, and throws us clear off. So let's just remove that. I don't know if everybody has protection in their home against EMF. You can get an Altera. It plugs into your outlet. You can also use certain crystals to remove the energy that it's up here. I even use an opal and another pyramid to just escape me and allow it to vibrate to that. And then I sage it off and then that energy is gone. You can use Sinbin and tourmaline also to repel those kind of frequencies. You can carry it in your left-hand pockets and make sure that even when you're out and about, those energies are not within you. Okay, that balanced that. And then it wants to know, are you able to accept love freely from other people? And I can already hear it. No. Okay. Why? Again, it's an energy. And it's an inherited compound emotion. It's inherited from dads. This is a big one. It's unsupported. He's telling all kinds of things. Sorry, I connect and you connect to everybody. So it's going back to a toxin, it's going to a drug, and it's going to alcohol. So we're just going to remove that energy. And it's actually telling me now there's a miasm. Does everybody know what a miasm is? This is energies from our ancestors through chromosomes and DNA. So let's go back. It's like an inherited, but it goes much deeper. Okay. 6,000 generations back. Father's father, 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 father. And it's from negative words going on in their ears. Oh boy. Okay. I was hoping this didn't come up, but it is what it is. So offensive energies also carry with them acherons, aliens, demons, and entities. And there's no portal, there's no vortex. That just means they're hanging out in the energy. Does everybody know how to ground themselves? Make sure you do it many times. Thumbs up. Yes. One thing we can do is right here under our cheekbones, you can ground many, many times a day. If you feel someone came into your energy space per se, and you feel a little off, ground immediately.
Really?
You can also imagine that your feet are deep within Mother Earth and they're opened up and you're absorbing all the nutrients. Your arms are outstretched to the divine and he's coming down, just blessing you everywhere. And then you can also, in your mind, once you do it the first time, is put your shields up. Dr. Brad talks about this constantly. And once you take a nap, you need to put your shields back up. And what that means is you're shielded in the front, back, left, right, top, bottom, all the cracks in between, because we're all cracked pots. God made sure of that for we could go his road. So when that happens, you can actually create a shield around you of tourmaline, selenite. There's so many beautiful energies, but I actually use metals. I use bronze, copper, titanium, and gold. And I ask it to be shielded around me 10,000 feet high. I ground my house, I ground my animals, I ground and shield everybody. That way you are protected. But what's in here is an offensive energy. And it's actually an acheron, and they're kind of little stinkers, big stinkers. It's from a toxin. And it's from the alcohol. Okay, we're going to go right back to it. So excuse me, I'm going to go into God, my Father, and all those that work in the light. I command and demand that you be present and remove all acherons from this lifetime, past lifetime, para-lifetime, future. I ask that they be given to you to be disseminated. Everybody take a big breath, please. And I'm going to ground every single one of you. I'm going to put your shields up. And I want your energy to feel peace. Can you bring that peace into your heart? I want you to bring love and honor, respect, humility, and grace into your hearts. Just allow that to come into you. Okay, he is gone. They are gone. Okay. Whew. Okay. Now, one of the things you can do with your food, does everybody know how to change the energy of your food? It is so cool. I just took a class a few weeks ago about on changing the energy of your food. I've always done it. We all know that when we pray, we build a steeple like this and it goes over, right? And that energy stays with it. So when you change the energy of your food, you can actually go counterclockwise to remove all negative energies. And then you want to put it back and go clockwise and change. Everything's with intention, love, and fervor that you do this with. And it's becomes more nutritious. You put more positive energy. I know it sounds wacky, but it really works. So one of the things that we can do, remember how I said that the heart chakra and everything runs right clockwise, right? One thing we can do if we don't have this app and we don't know how to change the energy vibration, we can go from our heart chakra. And remember, our aura is out here around us, correct? It even flies off of the end of our fingers at times when our hands are open. When it's closed, it's not. So what you can do is how I did this with the food and go clockwise and counterclockwise. You can start from your heart. Let me shove back here. And you can go counterclockwise and go all the way out to the end of your aura. You want to pick the strands out. You want to throw them out of your area. You want to come back out here to the end of your aura where the positive aura is. And you want to go clockwise and bring that energy back into your heart. Now you can do that with all of your chakras to just balance it immediately if you feel off. Does that make sense? Is that cool? Okay. One thing we can also do to balance our body is, again, we're shaking our hands off. We have neurovascular points. Does everybody know about neurovascular points? Okay. Again, Eden Energy Medicine, we have so many points up here on our forehead. So we can hold our hand here, and at the back of our head, where it comes down in the U, where our spine comes up into our cranium, is a major neurovascular point. Now, have you ever had a headache back there where it's just, oh, Lord have mercy, you couldn't move your neck, it just really hurt? If you hold on to this point and hold your hand here, you know how you go, oh my gosh, or when you're frustrated, you hold this, that is a neurovascular point. That's a natural point for you to hold. But if you hold them together, it brings the energy forth and it allows it to remove. Now, you can also move up to the back of your head to where your pineal gland is and all those within there, and allow that. And then you can come up here on the very top and allow all these energies to connect. And you can do this several times a day, and it will also balance your sympathetic and parasympathetic system. Does that make any sense? Okay, it's pretty out there, isn't it? Because it looks like something you have shouldn't do this, right? Do we have any questions? If you do, please throw them at me. Don't hesitate to say anything if you have a question. Please don't ever hesitate. That's what I'm here for. No questions. Everybody's cool. I love it. I love it. Okay, how do we all feel? Are we all feeling okay? Okay, so let me just check a couple more things. Let me make sure your receptivity, beautiful, is 100%. Now, when we do receptivity, we want to make sure that your subconscious is 100% receptive to be well. Because if your subconscious says, yeah, I'm not going to play that game, it's not going to work, is it? And if we work with our conscious mind, which is that hard ball of energy, it would not allow it to be so. So we work with that. 2 and 3 or 400. That's good. It usually flies at 1,000. Our life force is at 100%. Now, how does that feel? Does it feel different? Do you feel different than when you came on? Does it feel more at peace, more harmony within? I hope so. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. You can shoot me a line. You can do whatever. But that is what I have to offer you for tonight. And I hope that that helped your heart center to be happy. So I want to check processing time. Anytime you are worked on, you will have a processing time. And this is how your body moves through the energy and gets stuck. So we can put the intention in for peace, love, and harmony to come in and your processing to be at ease and grace. So right now it's at 6 days that it will take you to process everything for your heart center tonight. Just allow that to work. Make sure you're eating fresh vegetables, lean meats. Hydration is the key to everything. Make sure you put love and kindness and all that beauty within your heart and within your soul. Don't let anybody push your buttons. And remember how worthy and beautiful you are. You are unique individuals and you are a blessing. And I am very honored that you're here with me tonight and here with everybody. So I'm going to break my energy from your energy. Everybody take a deep breath. How do we feel?
Good.
Okay. Let's just bow our heads for a minute. I'm just going to give a prayer because we are all here together. If we would, please. Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for your presence here with us tonight. We ask that you bless each soul, give them the honor and the love that they so deserve. And we want to thank and honor you for all the graces that you have given us. Thank you for us being together. Thank you for us learning together, learn new techniques. And in your holy name, Lord, we ask you to be blessed. Amen. Thank you. And we will stop.